1 second. Voice memo. Hey, I didn't mean to send that. Right now it's 4:16 and I'm getting ready to run to the camera equipment store to drop it off for the weekend. We're on for 9 tonight. What time do you need me to go into that Zoom thing or the chat, what we're doing? I downloaded it. Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I'm sorry. Can you see me?
Hold on. There you go.
Hey, I was getting ready to run to go drop off the equipment because they're closed on weekends at the place that's letting me use it. What time should I go into that, the chat thing tonight?
So you downloaded the app, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we will link up. I'll say maybe about 15 minutes before.
Okay.
We'll go into the studio.
All
It's
right.
real simple, so I'm gonna just send you a link, and that link will let you in the studio.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got there early enough because I'm going to be running around a little bit before that.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Call me when
All
you
right.
get off, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. All right.
Okay, now that that's said and done, I'm not going to directly specify who that was, and it makes me angry. Honestly, I'm very angry and disappointed that I even need to do this. But the reason I just had to have that phone call, that is the fakest I've ever had to be in my entire life, in my opinion, because I don't believe in, if I have something's wrong, I have to communicate with you and talk with you and solve something if there's an issue at hand. And in this situation, if I were to do that, then I run the risk of not only not having you guys warned because you're literally being taken advantage of by someone on a large platform who is lying to you and manipulating you while they preach on the subject of mental abuse. I'm actually throwing my own chance tonight to have my own gain from this and go on a channel with a bigger channel than mine and talk to a lot of people. And I should be really excited about tonight, and that's why I'm angry that I even have to do this. But there's 2 things that I keep. Receipts, which as of right now, I'm not having anything crappy being said about me. I'm still supposed to be on this live. This is my choice to not, and that's why I wanted that to be heard. And my morals. Everything I'm going to say I have proof of. I'm not going to go out of my way to put anything else out there. So if anything comes up in the future, just please understand that I was filming at this time. I was recording things, and this was known to that person, that I was doing interviews both on the phone and then with my equipment sitting over there from the supplier that is sponsoring me in this project. So I'm using my laptop right now because I have to take it once I'm done filming this because I'm being polite because they were so generous and letting me use it for the weekend, or letting me use it all week. I can't. At this point, there's too many coincidences that have been brought to my attention, and if I say something to them when I know the concrete facts at this point, before I put this out there, they're just going to try and shut my word down. And then my whole goal was to help as many people as possible. As an abuse victim myself, I take this, again, platform very seriously. I do not believe in lying to people. And when another influencer is pretty much marketing what I told them in my own exact words and part of my personal life as their narrative, and you guys are catching on from the comments I'm seeing, which I know now, to the crap that's being fed to you, you have been through enough manipulation. And I don't care if I had something to gain. I was so excited about this up until now. I mean, this has been a hard week because I had I was skeptic. It's cut and dry. So I'm just going to tell you the story, and you can do with it what you will. I'm throwing everything out the window. I'm risking being attacked. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous. I'm normally a lot more confident in my videos. It's more a mix of anger, frustration, anxiety, and I'm probably going to just log off after this and pray to God I'm not attacked by a massive following. So when I first started doing, getting an idea of the channel and my standpoint I wanted to bring to you all, before that, I was going through my own situation, and it was a nightmare. And aside from, as I said in my other videos, I have a background, I've switched from nursing and I've done sales, where I started studying psych and doing certifications on that. I wanted to make sure I had, proper content. And when I was going through my situation, I was watching videos from other influencers who spoke on this topic. Dr. Ramini's amazing, and she's one of them. And then there was a few others. And one of them I actually reached out to, and we became friends. And their name rhymes with Mario. So Mario helped me through a lot. I watched his videos. I thought that they were great. I hope I just didn't say them. I don't think I did. Anyway, Mario thought they were fantastic. When I started doing my channel after I had gone through my whole situation, and my whole goal was to help people understand, not only from the victim standpoint, what narcissistic personality disorder was and what the traits are, how to recognize it, how to identify the key tactics and manipulation used, but also to educate their support system on what they're going through. And, I'm just excited to have friends on this platform. That was one of the very first bigger influencer I became friends with. And so I'm telling him, I'm getting messages from people about me helping them. And, this is awesome. I'm excited and I have someone to confide in. And I made a mistake of trusting someone and putting too much out there, as I know now. And I'm trying to stop the same thing happening from you. Because if there's one thing that I'm disgusted about, is someone taking advantage of victims of abuse by manipulating them. And that's the one thing they preach against. So my channel is doing its thing. And they're telling me, you're doing so good. They talked to 2 other female influencers, and they said that, I told them that you're doing fantastic and they should watch the way you convey yourself. And I just thought, that is so cool. Imagine starting a channel, and I'm still not big, guys, but that's really awesome to hear. And it made me feel so good. And I was like, yes, I'm doing something right. I'm going to keep doing this. This is great. I was all motivated. They invited me to be on their channel, which was supposed to be today, the 28th at 9 p.m. As you know, I'm not going to be doing that because I'm not going to co-sign crap. Me and this person talked about a week ago. So fast forward, my channel has been going for maybe 2 weeks now. And we get on the phone, and I was so excited to tell them that I speak on my channel on narcissistic personality disorder and mental abuse. But I also started a project in my late sister's name that passed away 2 years ago, named Amber, Project Amber, for domestic violence, mental health, and it's interviews in the aspects of counselors, those that are in the medical field for mental health, law enforcement, judges, anyone that views either a domestic dispute or some type of custody battle, just how they would view it. And I thought it'd be a good idea also to get, tips on how to let the police know if you are in a domestic dispute, how you can, convey to them that you're just not comfortable talking right now because you're around your abuser. Just so I can get information to you guys, not only that there's help out there, but also that, information that could save someone's life. I took this project very seriously, especially after I'm doing it for my sister. And I was so excited. So I told them, and they were just wowed by it, completely blown away. They told me, and I want you to remember this, they were going to enact something. They were enacting in the process of filming to enact, as in acting once again. So we talk again later that day. I'm making dinner, and they just think this idea is so fantastic. I tell them in this conversation, I'm talking about my personal life, about my personal experience where when I was going through this, I confronted the person in my life, which I completely keep out of this, my personal life. I'll talk about a situation if I'm giving an example, but I don't steer this towards anyone. I don't like drama. Another reason why I'm angry, I even have to do this video, but here it is. So I'm telling them how I confronted this person about being a narcissist, because at that point when I was going through this, I was convinced that there's no way they could be so nice to me in the beginning and then not understand that they were hurting me this badly. Maybe they don't know something's wrong with them. So I was already terrified to even bring things to this person's attention if it was going to make them mad or confront them with their own wrongdoing, because then that's when they would lash out on me and turn it on me, and I'd go to bed crying and I'd get sleep deprived, and it was a nightmare. So imagine having to tell someone this and praying to God they're going to be okay and not freak out. So I was a nervous wreck. I printed off all these articles and I sat them down and said, please listen to me when I thought they were in the right mood. Something's very serious. If we want to work out, we've got to address this. I thought I was saving my relationship and my family. I thought I was doing the right thing. I do not advise to do that. And I told them in these exact words, I felt and I pretty much interviewed a narcissist, because in that moment, they were all about pleasing me. It was self-serving. They told me what I wanted to hear. They admitted that they were. But do you think that situation improved? That is my own personal business. But I told this person, not thinking anything of it. So fast forward to less than 24 hours later, we moved out of state. I wasn't living, I won't say what states just for my own privacy. And I didn't get to see my friends a lot after I moved. And, years went by, we talked online, but I didn't get to see people. When I would go home, I'd visit so many people, and I had family that, divorced parents, the kids. I mean, we were all over the place. So it kind of sucked because it took a toll on my social life. But one of my friends from back home unexpectedly just passed away, something with her heart. It was really sad. It was awful. Everyone was just shocked. So, the next morning, he messaged me and I said, I already had a kidney infection. I have one kidney and I didn't feel good. And then that just put me in a crappy mood. And I said, my friend passed away. I'm still about that. And my kidney, I'm just not filming today because they knew I was on a filming schedule. All of a sudden, there's this breaking news bulletin that comes across my Facebook that they're doing an interview with a narcissist live on their channel tonight. It's this glorious idea they suddenly had, which, didn't you just tell me that you were enacting things and so amazed that I was doing my project? So honestly, I immediately felt like this doesn't feel right and is not sitting right with me. It bothered me. It made me feel very uncomfortable. So I immediately messaged them and I said, so you're going to interview now too? And they said, yes. So then I said, I really hope it's not the exact same concept as I just told you, because after seeing that, I just thought you found a narcissist to just come out of the clear blue sky. When you talk pretty aggressively about them and negatively, our approaches are totally different. I am not disrespectful, but I'm putting facts out there. But, they're a lot more I appreciate that about them. I did, because they would convey, if I was in a mood and I needed someone to validate me, yeah, this is wrong, forget them. It made me feel good. But when I'm watching them convey a message that just came out of my mouth about my personal life and a mix of my personal life and what I told them, I did and what I'm interviewing right now, but you told me you were just enacting things, and now this narcissist has fallen from the sky, when you make it clear that you are not a fan of them, that wants to out themselves to the world on your channel. Doesn't feel like it's a monetary gain at all, no. So when I asked them, I hope it's not the same concept, because what else are you trying to steal at this point? It's not mine. I don't own that concept, but I believe you guys get what I'm saying. It felt like a betrayal almost. It kind of felt hurtful. They said nothing. Saw nothing. 15 minutes went by. I sent a question mark. They tried to video chat me. I wasn't ready for that yet, because I can't be fake with people. Another reason why I can not go on that channel tonight, and that was a really hard phone call, but I don't want anything horrible being made up about me, and I needed to prove a point that I've made this decision and going forward this way on my own to help you guys and to warn you about being careful who you trust. So I waited. This was a week ago. The 28th is approaching. My anxiety's through the roof, and I'm I need to talk to them. Because of this, I normally watch their content. I did not watch this interview with a narcissist. I looked at the comments though, and you guys called it out. You said, this doesn't seem authentic. It feels wrong. So this is only fueling it even more. And I'm I gotta talk to him. So we call, we're on the phone, and we're talking for a minute. And then I just say, listen, I've got to be honest with you. I said, I was so excited to have a really good friend that I trusted on this platform. And I purposely worded it this way. I said, I know you told me you were going to be enacting things. And I saw that you did an interview with a narcissist and she was enacting it. But I want to make sure you're not going to steal my concepts or anything, because it was weird. I just told you that you had no idea and weren't even doing anything like this. And then you literally kind of took my exact words and turned it into something. And didn't you, again, say you were having someone that was getting ready to put film out with you enacting, pretending to be literally a narcissist? So they start telling me that no, they live a life of by a code. They don't want to get bad karma. Don't even deny that this was enacted. So, I'm thinking maybe I'm overthinking this, and I wanted it to get off my chest. I did feel a little bit better. I told my side, I needed to tell you how I felt. I want to be honest. I know because of what I've been through. I don't want to blame others for that. I don't want to put it on them when it's not their thing. They didn't hurt me. But I was disappointed, and I just want to make sure please tell me I'm wrong. They didn't tell me I was wrong. They just said they understand, and that they too have had skepticism about who to trust. And they actually talked about, which I'm not sure if this was a warning to me at this point, or if it was she was onto the same concept, or I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'll just throw this in there. They told me in this conversation while we were discussing it about another influencer who's a woman, something about whistleblower, and there was male life coaches that apparently women were bringing to her attention. I don't know if they were doing something negative, what it was. He didn't specify her name directly, just that's what he said. And he said that they were like, she was taking the women's side before she even looked into it, and he thought she was legit, but she's messy and all over the place. And something about her outing some priest, and just disgusted. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, you should know two sides before you out things. And now clearly that I have mine, I'm making my choice. So there's that. Today, last night he does his second part of this interview with this narcissist. I felt better leaving that conversation, and I just didn't want to, again, bash someone that was on my side and doing a good thing, and we're trying to help people. So that's what I was thinking, like, okay, well, we're both trying to help people, and, of course we both want good channels, and maybe, he's not manipulating me, and I'm okay, and, I'm trying to tell myself all these things. Well, then today I decided to look at the interviews myself, and I'm looking at the comments on the second interview, and I start, listening to it. This is where I drew the line. In this interview, this girl is confronted, and it says, so-and-so, people want to say that, that they had a lot to think about the last interview being fake or scripted. She says in this interview, I didn't even know Mario for 24 hours. You guys thought I sought him out or I'm acting. I didn't even know him for 24 hours before we agreed to do this. So again, a few things I want to point out. You came from out of nowhere and wanted to just out yourself to the world, to a man that speaks negatively about you, to a bunch of abuse survivors. And then on top of that, how did you not know him when he was in the process? He told me that day that of filming less than 24 hours, less than 12 guys before he announced it to all of you, that he told me already, planning and enacting things. Now he's telling all of you, interview live tonight with a narcissist. You just met her that day, clearly out of nowhere, and she just agreed to do this? Or is it because you already had her enacting things and now you're trying to get game? So it gets worse. Then after that, he says that she's making a page and encourages people to like and subscribe to it. Now, keep in mind, right now, as this is going on, I'm actively being advertised on his page to be on a thing, two coaches together tonight on his channel. You're now advertising this as educational content. You're now advertising this as something you're telling your viewers. It's their chance to ask a true narcissist tonight any questions they have. I even saw some $9.99 symbols pop up during things. Are you making them pay to ask those questions? I don't know. I could be wrong. I've never done one of those. I don't know. Tonight was supposed to be my first one. I really hope none of you paid to ask that girl questions. The fact that she's making a page now, that song, Maria, Maria, she may go by that name. And I would just guess maybe the narc afterwards if you put all those words together. I highly suspect she's not authentic, and so did many of you by your comments on that video. And that just thoroughly disgusted me, and I just, you cannot go around and tell people that something's authentic that isn't. Too many coincidences just doesn't add up. And if you're making money and monetarily gaining off literally manipulating abuse survivors for your own benefit, I want my channel again to be successful. I hope you guys don't attack me and shoot the messenger, but I refuse to go out on that level. I refuse to put my morals aside, and I'm just disgusted because, again, this was supposed to be my friend. I can't even tell them what's up. I have to just pretty much put this out there and block them so they don't try and just attack me and say things that aren't true. They're not going to say the truth. At this point, what is there to say? Because if I don't say anything and go on that channel, I'm co-signing that crap to all of you that I'm the same way, which I'm not. I'm throwing my own chance out the window. And if I don't say anything, period, I'm basically saying it's okay to go and lie and manipulate people for financial gain. If I have any success with my channel, it's going to be off my education and off my knowledge, and if you guys like me. If you don't, and I helped you just by warning you that you need to be careful who you trust, not just on this platform, but in general. If you're a victim of abuse, especially if you're codependent or you've got borderline personality, or if you're a victim of narcissistic abuse, you're an empath, you have a higher chance of being manipulated. I'm just going to put my thought out there. I believe that there is, at least that I know of for sure, one narcissist on this platform who ironically preaches about narcissists from what I can gather and spits it back out like he's trying to help. You're helping pockets by every view. So I had to say it. Again, I'm really scared, but that's not me, and I will never be that person that tries to use and manipulate you. Again, I take this project I'm doing very seriously. I take my channel very seriously. I don't want to feed into any of this crap any further. But I needed to stand by what I believe in here because it was bothering me too much. And after I saw that, I was just thoroughly disgusted, and that was a wrap for me. So no, I will not be on that live stream tonight. This video shows you the decision I made in real time. And I don't know, what time is it now? Started recording 20 minutes. It's 4:37 p.m. So I should be posting this probably around 5:30, I'm guessing. I don't know. But my point is, I needed to warn you. I don't agree with someone using their platform for a negative or just selfish reason. And I'm really sorry that I had to even do this. This is the last thing I ever am going to do again. I'm going to be careful who I trust, but I'm also going to be a person to my subscribers that you guys know that you can trust me. I'm not going to bring you anything but the truth, even if that means negative consequences for me. So I had to be careful what I said. I'm not trying to get sued, but sometimes you've got to just do the right thing, even if it's hard. I appreciate you guys listening if you're still with me, and if you do like my videos, if you like me, like, subscribe, share. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing, and again, this is the last time I'm entertaining any type of narcissistic behavior or manipulation, drama. I'm here to help you guys, I'm here to support you, and that is all I have to say. Have a great day, and take care. Until next time.